Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have an exciting video to share with you guys because I'm going to give you a very in-depth review on a fragrance that everyone's been talking about since its release, which is just about a month or so ago, and that is none other than Goddess from Burberry. So everyone's been talking about it. Definitely hauled the big bottle without sniffing it. So I'm going to tell you guys whether I think that was a great idea or not, because husband was traveling overseas, was at a duty-free shop, and I asked him if he saw this. He did. He picked it up for me. It was wonderful. So then he brought it home and we checked it out, and I have lots of thoughts on this. So yes, we're going to definitely review Goddess by Burberry because this is really important. And I've got some other things that I've picked up and that a company partnered with me. That's right. This tiny little YouTuber like myself was partnered with Dossier fragrances. So first of all, before we get further on any of the fragrances, I do need to tell you what's on my nails and what's on my lips, because if I don't, you always ask. So what I have on my nails is from Holo Taco. In the B-roll showing you guys bottles, my nails are near on the way out, like I'm about to redo my nails. This is Holo Taco's color in I'm Over Brew, and I love this color for fall. It's such a beautiful color, and I've really enjoyed wearing it this whole week. You know how much I love Holo Taco, so I couldn't not. What I have on my lips, I do have a combo. I do have Fenty Beauty's lipstick. Now I bought one of these cases, and then the lipstick is on the side. It's 04 Mother Lover. That's what I have all over my lips. And of course I have a gloss, because why not? Because that's just how I roll. It's from Patrick Ta. It's the only Patrick Ta item I have. This is in 2 cc's that I have over top. It definitely does a lip plumping feeling, but I do have this over top of a lipstick, so it's a little less of that feeling. I really like it. Before we get into the review on the Burberry Goddess, we need to talk about Dossier fragrances. Now, we know that it's been in the US for quite some time, but guess what, you guys? It's in Canada. Yay, they finally arrived in Canada. So Dossier reached out to me and asked if I would like to partner with them on trying some fragrances to share with you guys. And I was like, yes, please. I was so excited to see that we were able to get that, because in Canada, we're like, there's a little border, but it seems so hard to get things over our way. So I'm very grateful when companies like Dossier do show up in Canada. We get to all benefit from it. So Dossier sent over 3 different fragrances, and they are like fragrances inspired by other fragrances out there mainstream. So the 2 that I selected were, I believe it was the spicy vanilla and the aquatic coconut. And the reason why I picked out the aquatic coconut was because it's supposed to be very similar to Beach Walk by Replica or Maison Margiela. I'm going to talk to you guys about that. So let's just start with that. Let's go there. What's really cool about this, now I have my little scent strip here, is these boxes are really quite handy, and they have the scent notes description right here. So this one again is, I can smell it already, aquatic coconut. And I will say I've worn all 3 of these, and they've lasted quite a long time. You guys know me, and you know that fragrances don't last that long on my body because I run quite warm and I burn off fragrance very quickly. So this one here is the aquatic coconut. The notes on aquatic coconut read, top notes are bergamot, pink pepper, lemon, aquatic accord. Mid notes are ylang ylang, heliotrope, flower, coconut. Base notes are musks, cedarwood, benzoin, and tonka bean. And it really does. I'm going to spray this again. This has been on actually for about a week. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, it does. It smells. I'm going to spray it on the opposite side because I forgot to get my stick on new sticks. I'm going to spray it on the opposite side of this. And it does, you guys. This one, this is the only one I can tell you that they are very similar, that I have something in my collection very similar to. This is absolutely amazing. Again, aquatic coconut. This will definitely be something I get a lot of use out of in summer of 2024. So I really love this scent. It's very beachy, very like just fun loving, and I love that kind of fragrance for the summer. So the next fragrance I did receive from Dossier was the spicy vanilla fragrance. This is supposed to be inspired by Tom Ford's Noir Eau de Parfum. And I don't know this fragrance myself, but I saw spicy vanilla on their website and I went, oh yeah. And I know it's still on the stick. And it's strong. Let me tell you, this is she's very strong. Oh yes, this fragrance here in spicy vanilla is definitely something that I can wear in the winter. It has the spicy vanilla. So let's go check out those notes. Top notes are nutmeg, black pepper, lemongrass. Mid notes are rose, patchouli, and orris. Base notes are vanilla, amber, and opoponax. So this is Very, very spicy. I definitely get that black pepper. This would be like actually great to wear around Halloween. Like it's not the same as Lord of Misrule, but Lord of Misrule from Lush does have a lot of black pepper. And I definitely get that from both of these. This is maybe a slightly bit more masculine leaning than female or feminine, but I would definitely rock this in the wintertime or late fall. And something I want to tell you guys too, these little tiny bottles here, the lids are actually magnetic. These are great. And the fact that they're available in Canada now is great. And in Canadian dollars, they're about $69 per bottle. And so a lot of these fragrances that they're inspired by are 4 or 5 times that amount. So that's really awesome to know. All right, the last fragrance I have, I'm staring at it right here, is Woodsy Sandalwood. This is the bottle here. And this one is inspired by Le Labo's Santal 33 Eau de Parfum. And this is the one that they actually sent as a bonus. Not normally, Le Labo is kind of like, I don't know, a little bit much for me, but this is lovely. And I'm going to spray it again. Again, these have been sprayed for like a week. All of these, I just put them in their box. And this actually is very, very nice. They kind of figured it out. They figured me out before I knew myself. Okay, let's go check out those notes. Top notes are violet leaves and cardamom. Mid notes are orris, ambrox, cedarwood, cyprinol. Base notes are musk, sandalwood, and amber. This is so good. They actually, I forgot to tell you guys too, that on these little cards that they have, they give you a breakdown of concentration. So the one that we're talking about right now, the woody sandalwood, it's 25% concentration, which makes sense because it's quite strong. The aquatic coconut, which is the first one we discussed, was 18%, and the spicy vanilla, which is the second one we just spoke about, that one is 15%. But let me tell you, it doesn't act like 15. It acts more like 50. Like seriously, it's super strong. So the strongest one I'd say are probably the woodsy sandalwood and then the spicy vanilla. Even though spicy vanilla says it's only 18, I really feel like it should be higher than the aquatic coconut. I'm sort of looking at them right here. But anyway, I love these. I'm very thankful for Dossier for reaching out to me. So thank you so much for partnering with me. Dossier, again, this is not a paid sponsorship. They just sent over some fragrances. I'm just so excited that here in Canada, we can actually go and look for some of these fragrances. We've been watching our American brothers and sisters haul for so long and we're so envious, but now we have the opportunity to purchase them. Up next, we're going to be talking about Goddess by Burberry. So I'm going to talk about this and I want to show you some show and tell of my husband's trip over the summer. He went over to Egypt and I don't really have a whole lot of information on these, but they're like scented oils that somebody just sort of blended it for him in the market. One of them leans more male or masculine. One of them leans more feminine. I like both of them. Clearly, you guys know how much I love that. I have nothing. My husband's just like, oh, the guy was just sort of mixing things up. They do smell wonderful, and because they're an oil concentration, they last a really long time. Well, before we get into this, let's go to the Burberry. The reason why you guys are actually here. So my husband was away in September, and maybe a few weeks, 2 weeks maybe after the launch of Burberry Goddess, he picked up the largest bottle for me. It was the best deal. I did look at Sephora while he was texting me in Sweden going, what do you need? What do you need? Like I need anything, like a hole in the head. So I asked him if they had this. He said yes. And apparently even the person on the other side at duty free were like, oh, it's brand new. I'm like, yeah, I know. Your wife knows. Anyway, he picked this up for me in Sweden, actually it was in Denmark, Copenhagen. He was flying back. So anyway, this was only launched for maybe 2 weeks. And he was at the airport and asked if I want anything. So I was like, yeah, I want to try this. Let's go for it. It's getting a lot of buzzworthy, I really do research and watch people and really listen to what they have to say. And I thought I was going to like this. You guys, this is a great fragrance. No one steered me wrong on this one. In fact, I really love it. So let's go to Fragrantica and check out the main accords. Main accords for Goddess by Burberry are vanilla, lavender, warm, spicy, and cacao. Top notes read vanilla, lavender, cacao, and ginger. Mid notes are vanilla caviar, and base notes are vanilla absolute. Yeah, I was a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous about the lavender, but I really I'm going to spray it on me. I'm going to have this as my scent of the day. It's so good. It's a little alcohol-y, like most perfumes, right away when you spray it. But I wore this when he came home. I sprayed it on immediately and went, holy cow, this is amazing. So I I love it. It's creamy. It's not a powdery vanilla. I don't get powdery because vanilla and lavender to me can really turn very powdery. And lavender is actually in a lot of male fragrances or male leaning fragrances. So I was like, is this gonna go male? Is it gonna go female? This is spot on right in the middle. It's unisex. Because of that lavender, I really feel that a lot of men in the world are they're gonna really enjoy this. It's absolutely beautiful. The vanilla is creamy. It lasts a long time. I get a hint of cocoa, but I guess this is vanilla caviar. I don't know what vanilla caviar is. I'm looking at Fragrantica and I still don't understand. They've got a picture on there, but I have no idea what that is. It's just a beautiful vanilla, not super sweet. So if I always use Comptoir Pacifique as using like a sweet vanilla. I love those fragrances. But if I was giving reference to a very sweet vanilla, that would be it. And I would not say that it's anything like that. This is a very beautiful fragrance. Now, this was still a lot of money for a Burberry fragrance. Now, this is the largest bottle. And I think, yeah, it was a 100 ml or 3.3 ounce bottle. I really do enjoy it. I think that the packaging is absolutely stunning. I think the bottle is beautiful. Again, very unisex. It's there. There's nothing to it. It's very simple. They probably spent very little designing this bottle because there's nothing floofy about it. But I will say it is beautiful. And I am so glad I have this in a large bottle. If you guys have been thinking about it with the Sephora VIB sale coming up, I'm a Rouge member, so I think my first day is the 27th of October. I won't need to buy any more of this, but I had originally had the travel size in this in my cart ready to go. I would suggest if you like vanillas, I don't like florals. And there's just enough floral, i.e. lavender in here that it's beautiful. I can definitely see you wearing this to bed through the day in the afternoon. I wouldn't say this would be an evening perfume or fragrance per se, but during the afternoon into the early evening would be lovely going for lunch, bedtime fragrance with the lavender and the vanilla. I think this would be beautiful for bed. It's so good. And the nice thing is I run really, really warm, as I mentioned already before. And with that being said, running really warm with vanillas, which I think is why I lean to vanilla a lot. Vanilla is my number one note in fragrance, end of story, is that because my body temperature warms up the vanilla to make it even creamier than it probably was to start out with. So I very much recommend this, highly recommend. Again, if you guys are part of the Sephora VIB sale, run. Don't walk, put it in your cart, wait till the 27th or whenever your date, depending on your tier, starts. Grab this. I think it's definitely worth a travel size for you to try. I definitely think it's worth a try to throw that travel size in your cart at Sephora for the VIB for sure. So that's my rundown for the Goddess fragrance by Burberry, but I also wanted to show and tell a couple other things. So on top of the two fragrance oils that my husband brought back, which was so sweet, I never asked him to do this. He was so sweet. Look at this beautiful, and I'm going to throw in a better clip of it, but look at this beautiful atomizer. It's absolutely gorgeous. This was hand blown in Murano, Italy, because he was also in Italy in June, July, very end of June. He was traveling then as well. This is all for work, by the way. That's why I didn't get to go with him all the time. And I was working in the summer. So it's so cool. It's totally usable. I don't want to use it. I want it for a display piece. It's just absolutely beautiful. And to have something, again, from Murano, Italy, that's fabulous. And the last two items that I have, these were items that he picked up for me while he was in Egypt. I don't know what it's called, but you would put fragrance or you put the oils that he picked up inside of each of these. And it's just a dabber on each little dabber here. And it's not something I'm going to put fragrance in because I still fear it tipping over, but they're absolutely stunning. They're definitely not expensive made, but they're hand painted. This one's all hand painted here, which is absolutely stunning. And it's got the little leaf on top. And then the other one here, still with the leaf on top. It's just like a little snow globe kind of thing. And it's absolutely stunning. And I think that was so sweet of my husband to pick these up for me, knowing that I love fragrance. He knows I do lots of fragrance Fridays. And yeah, they're definitely going to be display pieces that I will cherish forever. Yes, thank you so much for watching. If there is a fragrance that you guys want to know about, let me know if it's like something I should pick up. You guys know how much I like vanilla. Tell me what your favorite vanilla is, because I probably, if I don't have it, I will get it because I absolutely love it. But I also wanted to send a big thank you to Dossier Fragrance for sending me these 3 fragrances to try out and share with you guys and announce that they're available in Canada now, which is awesome, finally. So you can go check them out on their website. I will put their website down below in the description box. That is everything. Thank you so much for watching. As always, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.